So I've noticed a couple of my past videos, issues with flickering. Um, Mostly the one where I went up the back property here on the ATV. Whole video, flicker, flicker, flicker. I'm trying to figure out what it is now. So I'm filming this one here at a different frame rate. I was at 4K 60 frames per second. I'm going to try 4K 30 frames per second and see if that changes anything, because I'm not sure whether it's the camera, the editing program, the computer, or something I'm doing in the upload to YouTube. Anyways, if you notice a different picture, that's why. I'm trying a bunch of different things, and I'll try a few different cameras and see if I can solve the problem. Anyways, today, bringing out the chainsaw for the first time, well, since last fall, I guess. Every time I bring it out, if it sits for months, I could sit there and pull it for hours. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it so it starts easy. Nice fish. Okay, there it is. That's one of 4 that I have. I have 3 that are identical and then one smaller one. Now I hate to even say the name because I'm saying it wrong, and I just found that out. I've been saying it wrong all my life. I call it a Husqvarna. Meh. Wrong. Now I'd be willing to bet I'm not the only one that calls it a Husqvarna. I think in North America, probably the vast majority of people call them Husqvarnas. But I think, Ray, you call it what it is. I was watching the YouTube. Yeah, I watch it too. I watch a few different channels. So I was watching a guy, his channel's a lot like mine in the way that he does everything. He does a lot of similar things in his channel. It's a pretty good channel, and one of the reasons I watch it, he's in Sweden, which I find interesting. It's the fact that he does a lot of things kind of like that I do, but there's a lot of things different because it's Sweden. Anyways, I don't know, the one that I was watching, he's working on this lawnmower. And I'm watching him work on this lawnmower, and he kept calling it something, and I'm, what kind of lawnmower is that? And he kept calling it some funny name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because, yeah, I'll just mess that up. Anyways, eventually I see the name on the side of it. Husqvarna. Oh, okay. That's what it is. So, I'll leave a link to his channel if you want to know how to properly pronounce what this is. His channel could even be better than mine. Well, no. Yeah, Nels, I said it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to dump a little bit of gas in the carb. And when I do this, it's always this time of year when I first fire it up. But also it gives me a chance to, if need be, I clean the air filter while I'm there. Usually I have to do that a few times throughout the summer, but since it's apart, just do it now. Oh, and what I'm going to probably do today, I guess, I'm going to start taking some of these birch trees down. I think I mentioned it, well, I know I mentioned it in a previous video that I was going to do that. I'm just going to start with the small ones that are close to the house along the edge of the bank here, because, well, for one reason, they're right along the edge of the bank, so if they grow bigger and the bank sloughs in, well, they'll fall in the house. Right now it's not an issue because they're not big enough to worry about, but I might as well get rid of them while I can. Then I'll work my way up to the bigger ones, to the big boys, the big scary ones. These big birches, I would have to say they're probably the most dangerous tree to cut. It's between them and cedars. Cedars rot in the middle. So lots of times you'll get an big old cedar and you'll cut it and you'll start getting through it. And if it's rotten in the middle, it can just collapse on its own weight. And that's scary. But the birch, what they do is you start cutting and the tops break off as you're cutting the tree before you fall the tree. And they come down like missiles at you. And they're heavy. Birch is hardwood. It's heavy. One of them hits you and you're toast. Either that or you got a really bad headache for a long time. Okay, this air filter is relatively clean. I must have recently cleaned it. Just a tiny bit in the carb. It'll probably fire up. It'll burn through that. And I might have to do that again. But this way, you're not pulling it 100 times. You're just pulling it 97 times. Wondering why my hands were cold. It's not summer yet. That's good enough. Okay, this one here, it's leaning right over the driveway. Might as well take her down. Reason for this is eye protection, ear protection. Not really worried about this one landing on my head because it's leaning out over the driveway.
cut one tree down today. I really have to stop talking so much in these videos, otherwise this is going to take me 100 years.
Scratching my van. I know you want to play. Now I can't start taking the big trees down yet because I need somebody else here with me. Just in case it lands on my head and I have to go to the hospital. But the small ones, I'm just going to get a collection of them right here and then I'll go in and cut them all at once.